What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be me ranking all of the aliens from Ben 10 Alien Force. I'm not going to be including the ultimate aliens from the finale in this ranking, mostly because I could just save that for another video. Also, this video, just like the previous ranking video, is just my opinion. I'm not claiming this is the definitive list or anything like that. This is just the order in which I enjoy the aliens from this show the most. So coming in at number 13, I'm going to get a lot of heat for this one. This is going to be Wrath. I would say number 13 and number 12 on this list are probably the only aliens I really don't care for in Alien Force. I know Wrath is like a huge fan favorite, but for me he's just a little bit annoying. I don't find his intense anger or his shouting 24/7 to be that funny, and his powers leave a lot to be desired too. He kind of reminds me of Wolverine. If I had to say something nice about this alien, I would probably just say the design is really nice. I think it's super clean, but I am not a fan of Wrath at all. If he was taken out of the show, I would not be upset. Coming in at number 12, we have Nanomech. This alien, just like Wrath, does not do a whole lot for me. The voice used to annoy me, but that doesn't really bother me anymore. I feel like none of Nanomech's powers are actually that unique. We've seen aliens that are small, we've seen aliens that can fly, and we've seen multiple aliens that can shoot energy blasts. I just think they could have come up with something better this far into the series. Again, just like Wrath, if I had to say something nice about this alien, I would probably just say I like the design. Coming in at number 11, we have Lodestar. You would think being placed at 11 out of 13 is not a good position, but really I just like the other 10 that much more. Although I don't like the episode itself, I really love the way that Ben transforms into this alien for the first time. The idea of being able to manipulate magnetic pulses is pretty unique in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure we haven't seen that with an alien up until this point. I also think it's pretty cool how the writers in this show give him a good weakness. That weakness, of course, being that his powers don't work on anything that isn't magnetized. Coming in at number 10, we have Brainstorm. When I watched Alien Force when it first came out about 13 years ago, I really did not care for Brainstorm. I've always looked at him as like a gray matter with a little more bronze. This is also really random, but I also kind of like how this alien has like its own accent.
Perhaps I should assign this new life form a more apropos nom de guerre.
But overall, I feel pretty neutral about Brainstorm. I don't love him and I don't hate him. He's just an okay alien to me. Coming in at number 9, we have Humongosaur. This one might get me a little bit of flack as well. I said in my ranking of the classic series aliens that I'm just not a huge fan of the aliens where their powers are solely brute strength. This is also one of the few aliens that I can say I liked more when I watched Alien Force the first time. I do like Humongosaur's ability to grow, and I do think it's cool how he gets those spikes. But I kind of look at him the same way as Brainstorm, where I say I don't love him, I don't hate him, he's just alright to me. Coming in at number 8, we have Spider Monkey. I am a huge Spider-Man fan, so of course I'm going to be biased towards anything spider related. I love how the webs shoot out of his tail, and I also love how he basically web slings just like Spider-Man. He has crazy good agility and is really good at fighting. I also think the design, while cool, is also really clever. Making him a monkey with additional arms is a really good way to play on the existing name of Spider Monkey. Coming in at number 7, this one might be a little controversial as well. This is going to be Alien X. As far as designs go, I would say Alien X is my favorite alien in terms of design. He is kind of basic looking, but I love how you can see like the universe in his body. I guess the reason why this alien isn't higher is kind of like my reasoning for Humongosaur not being higher. I do love the idea that Ben has to get the approval of 2 other beings before making any decisions with this alien. It doesn't necessarily stop this alien from being overpowered, but it definitely helps. I feel like how powerful this alien is has kind of become a meme. Whenever the topic of most powerful animated characters comes up, Alien X is always thrown into the mix. Probably my favorite thing about Alien X is his ability to make time waves. I do remember the hype surrounding this alien before he debuted was really high up there. Every week when I would watch a new episode, I was so curious as to who this etched out character was in the intro. Coming in at number 6, we have Echo Echo. I have seen some people say that this alien's pretty similar to Ditto from the classic series, which I won't necessarily argue with, but I think he has a lot of powers that also distinguish him from Ditto. Obviously we have the levitation, the sonic screech, and we even have the ability to duplicate objects. Coming in at number 5, I think this alien's going to be higher on everybody else's list. This is Swampfire. Swampfire is one of the most iconic aliens in all of the Ben 10 franchise, but obviously also in Alien Force. He's kind of like a heat blast in this series in that he's the first alien we see. It was pretty cool watching Ben figure out how to use this alien after not having the Omnitrix for 5 years. And yes, I will agree with what everyone says in that this alien is kind of a mix of Heat Blast and Wildvine. I really love his regeneration powers. Also, sometimes he shoots these seeds out of his hand and then they grow into like these tendrils. I think that's pretty neat as well. I definitely can see why he's at the top of everybody's list as far as Alien Force and maybe even as far as the franchise. However, I just like the other ones on this list a little bit more. Coming in at number 4, we have Jet Ray. I really like this alien because he's like a more efficient stinkfly in my opinion. He doesn't rely on wings so they can't get wet and slow him down. He appears to be a lot faster. He can shoot this energy beam out of his tail that seems to be a lot more efficient than Stinkfly's goo. I think the transformation sequence for this one is pretty cool when you can see Ben's arms turn into wings, and his chase sequences are always pretty thrilling. Overall, I think Jetray's a pretty cool alien. Alright, we are now in top 3 territory. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Big Chill. Another one that's probably in everybody's top 3 Alien Force aliens. I love how he can either have his wings out or fold them in to be like a hoodie. He reminds me a little bit of Ghost Freak in that he can phase through things and fly. We also have the ice element with this alien, which is pretty cool because I don't think we've had that before unless you're counting Heat Blast when Ben was sick. Some underrated things about Big Chill are how strong and sharp his claws and teeth are. Coming in at number 2, we have Goop. I really love this alien. He reminds me of Upgrade, which is my favorite Ben 10 classic alien. I just love everything about him. The powers, the design, the function, like everything about this alien I love. I love how he has a little spaceship above his head, and wherever that spaceship is, the goo follows. I also like the voice a lot because it's pretty peculiar.
Sorry!
Also, I don't know if this has ever been touched on in the Ben 10 continuity, but Goop kind of reminds me of the pilot from Ben 10 Secret of the Omnitrix. Just a super cool alien overall. I can't say enough good things about him. I feel like I'm going to think of 10 things that I should have said after I record this video. Coming in at number 1, this may be kind of a hot take, but by process of elimination, my number 1 pick is going to be Chromastone. I don't think this is necessarily a hot take. I think a lot of people have Chromastone highly ranked, just maybe not number 1. And it's so weird because I really liked him when I first watched the show in 2008, but it's really hard for me to place why I like this alien so much. We have the Diamond Head storyline with Chromastone, Diakinesis. I love when he uses an ultraviolet light, electricity, he has heat resistance, he just has so many unique and cool powers. One episode I always remember before rewatching Alien Force recently was the episode in which he used Chromastone to go against his high school bully. And I just remember the end of that episode having a really cool fight with Chromastone. So that was my ranking of the Ben 10 Alien Force aliens. If you guys have a specific type of video you want me to do, please leave it in the comments. I'll probably do a ranking of the next series aliens as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.